Man, got around. OG7 back here. And today, just like each and every day, guys, I'm going to share with you some stories of victory and glory to help enlighten you and illuminate you to the fact that we're all animals on this prison planet. And the sooner you can understand that, the sooner you have the ability to control your own destiny. Because he who is in control of his destiny controls his life. And the glory of understanding, once you're in touch with your inner animal, you can tap into that source. You'll be willing to live by beast mode law and be able to stand in the conviction that you're ready to stand and fight and even die, giving your very last breath to defend what you believe in. Because in this life, guys, you have to believe in yourself, because if it's to be, it's up to me. Hey, before getting to the topic of today's video, guys, I got to address a couple comments, man. This is the only time I get to do a public service announcement. Hopefully, I have to do fewer and fewer, but I wanted to say this to the youngsters and some of the middle-aged guys who come on here on my channel. I let some of the comments slip through, and it's like, oh, gee, unsubscribe. All you're doing is talking about butt and man love. I'm sick and tired of it, man. That's all you talk about. I'm out of here. And then, oh, here's OG Silverback with another cheek busting story. But let me share this with you guys. See, if you want to unsubscribe from my channel, dude, that is your prerogative. Because, see, in this life, dude, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. What does that mean? Maybe you're not ready to face the truth and the whole cold, hard facts of maximum security prison. And for those of you OGs out there who get tired of hearing about my stories, I want you to use your logical, rational brain to understand this. Let's just say, man, I don't know if you guys been to a water park, but in San Jose, California, which is one of the hottest places in California. There's a water park. Sacramento, California, one of the hottest places in California, is a water park. And what happens in California, guys, for those of you who don't know, California is mostly like a coastal beach area. There's beaches there, but if you live closer to the beach, the air is very fresh and clean, and it's light and it's cool. It's a cooling effect. This is why when people get off work in California, they want to kick it, they go to the beach because it's hot. You cool off in the summertime. But for those of you who are familiar with California, you know that the more inland you go, like in toward San Jose or Sacramento or Fresno or Modesto, dude, or what's the other place that starts with a C, Corcoran or Palm Springs, it's very hot and there's no cooling ocean air to come in and alleviate your discomfort. And so what they do is they build these water parks. So I'm gonna give you an example that hopefully you guys can understand. If not, I'm done talking about it. If you want to unsubscribe, that's your right. But it's like this, guys. If you're not open to new concepts, if you're not open to the fact that even if the genre is the same, there's a story, there's a little there's some tidbits of knowledge to be gained through the cheek busting destination or the journey. So it's like a person, if I'm telling you stories about a water park, and I'm giving you 3 examples. Oh, there was this hot girl, man, and she went down the water slide and her top came off, exposing her boobs, man. And all the guys went crazy. Or this was this really sexy, thick girl, and she went on the surfer wave, and her bottom came off, exposing her fucking camel toe. And all the guys went crazy. Or, oh, there was this other beautiful, sexy girl, dude, and she went in the wave pool, and her whole bikini got ripped off, and the guys just had boners. So you guys be like, oh, man, I'm tired of you talking about water parks and sexy ladies. But see, here's the nuggets that's in there. This is the first nugget. The women that go to these water parks should not be wearing such scantily clad bikinis that their tops and bottoms easily come off. Number 2, these girls should not be seeking such attention that they go to a water park getting on these very powerful rides, man, with these little G-strings on and not thinking the men will get excited. And number 3, the guys that go to these water parks, you have to know in advance this is what you're going to see. So then, hey, if you're not down to get excited, don't go to the water park. So that's how does it relate to today's video, guys. On my channel, I am mandated by Almighty God or the Holy Spirit or the universe or the powers that be, Buddha, Allah, whoever it is. I've been mandated as the guy to tell you youngsters, man, that you're misled, misguided, and bamboozled, dude. And you don't want to be like Bozo the Clown, dude, and be looking silly like with pow on your face when I'm telling you guys straighten up and stop doing these heinous crimes, because when you end up in maximum security prison, this is when your homie takes off his mask and shows you who he really is. But then it's too late to do anything because you put your homie on this high this high pedestal and you put him in reverence. And let me tell you something, guys. Anytime you treat somebody like a superstar, they're going to treat you like a fan. So if those concepts are over your head, then it's time for you to subscribe back to my channel so that you can open up your mind, dude, and understand different concepts that are going to help you to grasp the picture I'm painting for you guys. So without further ado, let's get into the topic of today's video, which is: in prison for killing man who vandalized his car, he is forced to suck woods off daily. And this video is for 3 people in particular. Youngsters who are square dudes, man, and you're playing sports, dude. You've been hit the genetic lottery, and you're getting these college scholarships. I'm proud of you going to the university. You're playing football or basketball or baseball or whatever. You're running track, whatever your gift is from the Lord, man. And you're living a good life. You done left the hood. You got a good life. You're around square people. You got all the women, dude. You just living that life. You're part of these frats, dudes, these fraternities. The second one is for you, you privileged Caucasian guys and Indian guys. I'm talking about Indians from India, and you Asian guys you people come over here with money. Your parents are doctors or lawyers or accountants or engineers or business owners. They're well-to-do, and they're sending you to all these Ivy League schools like Harvard, MIT, Yale. You got a great life. You've never been in trouble. You've never been to the wrong side of the tracks. And this is also for OGs, man, who maybe are middle class and you've worked hard to get out of the hood, and now you want to have your kids to elevate the next generation. You want to send them to these big Ivy League schools where you're going to go into debt to pay so that they can get a top-notch education to hopefully land a job for a big corporation and be somebody or become a doctor or lawyer or somebody that's going to raise the family lineage to the next level. There was this kid, man, he's a white dude, man, and I believe that his name was Dell. And he was from a poor neighborhood, dude, and his father had some psychiatric issues, dude. Ended up dying or offing himself, so then he was raised by a single mom. It's just him and his mom. And so, dude, this guy, man, he would have these blackouts, dude. And from what I understand, maybe he was blacking out the fact that he missed his dad, dude, or he was blacking out the trauma of divorce. That's why I try to tell you guys, man, be careful who you marry, because, dude, divorce doesn't just affect you, it affects your kids. And you don't want to have proliferation of these broken homes. So anyway, him and his mom moved to a smaller place because when you have a combined income, like the dad's working, the mom's working, his mom was a nurse, and you have a combined income, your income combined puts you in a whole nother bracket in the socioeconomic ladder, puts you in a whole nother income bracket. But now the dad's out the picture, he's incarcerated for being mentally insane. The mom moves to a smaller house in a smaller town. So, dude, just comes to find out, I want to share something with you guys, dude. Like, be careful who you trust with your kids, because their neighbor, he was a white dude, you know, upper middle class dude, seemed like a stand-up dude. You know, one of these dudes is always smiling and happy, like, golly gee, good morning. And he was like, hey, you know, have your son come over and play with my kids. But little did the lady know, like, this dude, the dad was a pedophile, man. He used to make these porno videos with using the lady's little boy, Dell, to have sex with his little daughter. They were both 7, and make porno videos. So fast forward, the guy blacks it out, man, and there was a problem because the little girl's brother, his name was Tommy, he was jealous because he wanted to be in the prawn videos. So he lashed out. He took his dad's, I call it an M80, but it's a stick of dynamite, and he put it in this lady's mailbox, and she went to pick up her mail with this little baby. The mailbox blew up, killed the baby, dude, killed the lady. And so then the mom was like, okay, maybe this small town is not good for my son Dell. So then they moved away. And this is when the dude, he just had these, you know how you hit the genetic lottery? He just sprouted up tall, long, lanky dude, could run, jump, play sports. He got a scholarship to a major university. Well, what happened is the little girl that he was having sex with in the prawn movies, she just really fell in love with him, because when you have sex with somebody, you have a pair bonding. You know, so she went ahead and contacted her mom. She went to stay with her mom. She says, hey, I want to go visit Dell. He's a cool guy. So then she found Dell, and Dell convinced her, because she's pretty smart, to go to that major Ivy League university. So they're living this frat sorority life, just living life, got money, dude. Because when you go to these big universities, dude, you get these scholarships. I want to share this with you, you young dudes that are gang members or criminals or jackers or drug dealers. See, there's legal money you can get. You can apply for them, whether it's a Pell Grant, dude, or you can get, you can write to get a scholarship, dude. There's all kind of scholarships, and if you get these academic or sports scholarships, there's money that the government pays to the school for you to play sports. But after they pay for your tuition, there's a chunk of money left over. I've seen dudes buy cars. I've seen dudes buy houses. Like, there's money, dude. You just have to learn to work the system. So this guy's just balling out of control. But little did he know, man, like the girl's brother named Tommy, he was incarcerated from the time he was a little kid, because he's one of these mentally insane dudes. And once he gets out, he goes looking for his sister, because in his mind, she's the only one who loves him, because his dad just mistreated him, dude. His dad was like a sick dude. There's some sick people who should never be parents. So dude tracks down his sister, and she sees him with Dell on the college campus. So he vandalizes Dell's BMW, you know, one of these, what is it called? Like the 6 Series BMW, vandalizes, busts all the windows out, and flattens the tires. So then when Dell comes out, he's like, who did that? So now he's got to walk his girlfriend back to the sorority. And these campuses are big, dude, and it's dark. It's a lot of woods and stuff. It's really weird how they built these campuses. This is how Ted Bundy was able to do his travesty. There's a lot of dark wooded areas on these college campuses. So they're walking through a dark wooded area, and then Tommy jumps out of the bushes, dude, and he's got a baseball bat. And so then Dell, man, in his infinite wisdom, he carries some pepper spray, and he sprayed Tommy. And when Tommy was grabbing his ice, he dropped the bat. And then Dell took the bat, dude, and in a fit of rage, crushed Tommy's skull. Like, you know, the first hit, he cracked Tommy's leg, and Tommy fell to the ground, and then he cracked Tommy again with it. But then when he did the coup de grace, and he came down the middle and cracked open his cranium, he was dead. There's witnesses, dude. He goes to court, and the judge says, hey, we understand the first crack in the leg, you took Tommy down. Even the second one, you knocked him unconscious. But when you did the coup de grace, now you went from being a victim to a provocator. And this dude got life in prison, bro. See, that's what I'm trying to explain to you square dudes and you youngsters, man, and you guys have never been in trouble. Man, you have to learn to appreciate the privileges and the life that you've been given. Life, I'm not going to get into, I don't believe in reincarnation, even though I'm studying Buddhism and Hinduism and Confucianism. But I don't know about the next life. All I'm saying is this, guys. If I was reincarnated, why can't I remember my past life, this past life regression? And this is what they all say. Oh, man, you can't remember because, you know, whatever you did wrong before, you're in this life to make up for it. So that way, you know, you can go to the next level. But here's my question to any of you that have been to college before, where the professor is nice enough to give you your grades when you fail a test. He's nice enough to give you back the test to see what answers you failed. Because if you don't know what you did wrong, how can you correct it? So that's my argument against reincarnation, but this is not a religious video. I'm just sharing with you that I don't really believe in reincarnation, but all I'm saying is this, dude. Like, he went to prison, dude, for 187 murder. He got life in prison. But he's a college dude, and that's what I'm trying to explain to you youngsters who come on here like, oh, just sit back. I'm a carpenter, or I'm an accountant, or I'm a dentist, or I'm a doctor. I don't know why I got your feed, and I'm a lettering athlete in college. I don't know I got your feed because I'm never going to be in trouble. That's how I was, dude. I had a stellar military career. I was selling real estate, dude. I was a bouncer, a bodyguard, dude. I was a top-notch personal trainer, a masseuse, bro. I was living the dream, dating starlets, dude, and rich women, and just living the life, flying all over the place. I never once imagined I'd be in prison. I mean, all it takes is one little event. That's what I'm trying. That's why I recommend this movie called The Butterfly Effect with Ashton Kutcher. So, dude, he gets in there. He's got life in prison, and when you murder somebody, they send you to maximum security prison. So he's in there maximum security prison with murderers, serial killers, rapists, cannibals, kidnappers, and just demonic rapists, right? These are people been in trouble all their life, so he sticks out like a sore thumb. This is a frat boy. You ever see a frat boy, one of these, and I'm not being racist here, I'm just sharing with you, you know, when you look at the sexual market value of the world, for those of you who are minorities, don't kill the messenger, but when you look at SMV globally, the number one dude that all women want to get with is a tall, handsome white dude, man, with pretty teeth, blue eyes, blonde hair, tall with muscles and a slight tan. He's the number one, dude. All this, you know, BBC stuff and all that, okay, that's some old prawn fantasy stuff. I'm just telling you, do the research. So anyway, dude, he sticks out like a sore thumb. He's a tall, handsome white boy, nice looking dude. And he's a slim dude because he plays sports. He's not a savage. So, man, he gets in there, man, in the woods, man, and just see the dude is just soft and weak. And that's what I try to explain to you, man. All these people making these videos talking about, yeah, just ride with your people and you're going to be all right. That's not true. When you ride with your people, it's going to limit the amount of other races having access to your culo or your anus or your innards, dude. But your people, they're not your friend. This is not a kumbaya trip. This is not a, oh, we got the same genealogy, dude, and the same hereditary European factors, and we're going to protect these. No, they're savages in there, and they're looking for the weak. So this dude's not a gang member, dude. He's not even a criminal. He's just some square dude ran into the dude that vandalized his car, and he brutally murdered him. So, dude, let me tell you how it first starts, man. They're tripping him as he walks down the hallway with his bedroll to go to his bunk, dude. Luckily for him, he's in the cell with like this religious dude, this swole dude who's not down with the madness. But all the other ones pick on him, dude, when he goes to the chow hall. And this is what I wanted to explain to you youngsters and even you OGs and middle-aged dudes. This is how my prison story started. Man, when I'm in the chow hall, dude, and the dude's asking me for my food, that is a violation of the savage code. And we watched this movie called The Butterfly Effect. You see dude when he's in the chow hall, they're pushing him out the way. Everybody's, even his own people's pushing him out the way because everybody's hungry. They got you on a 1,500 calorie diet, and that's not enough to keep you civil. And then when he does finally get a tray, everybody's just taking his food, man, just taking it because, dude, next taking is his culo. So what happens is by the end of the movie, he says to himself, you know what, man? I'm just going to get in with the Aryan brothers, because what happens when you join your people, there's different factions in your people. So let's just say you join the Woods. That's the overall, just some normal white dudes who are just going to have butt sex with you, dude, and do crystal meth and heroin with you. But they're gonna have you putting hits on people and all that stuff. But then you got the top of the food chain, which is the ABs or the Aryan brothers or the skinheads. I don't know who's the top of the white, but I'm just telling you there's a hierarchy. I don't know if it's the Hells Angels, but whoever's at the top of the food chain, they're going to have you have your people smuggling drugs. They're going to have you put hits on people, dude. They're going to have you doing all kind of heinous stuff, man. Having your people from the street put money on their books. And then you're marked for the rest of your life, dude, of a life of crime. Just watch the movie Shot Caller. So anyway, man, he just decides, man, you know what, man, I'm just going to get with the top guy. That's what I was telling you. A lot of guys figure, well, let me just get with the top shot caller and he'll protect me. So he goes to the top shot caller, Aryan Brothers, and he just says, hey, guys, I'm tired of not being able to eat. I understand now that, you know what I mean, I got to get with the top guy. So whose, dick do I got to suck? So the shot caller and his homie stands up and it's like, well, little sister, let's see what you got. And then the dude, man, in the fit of clarity, dude, he pulls a shank out of his pants, and he takes the shot collar, like just like I told you guys, and he takes the shank and shoves it deep up into his ball sack. I think it's called the perineal area. I'm not sure. What I do want to know, all of you guys who are men and you're proud of being a man, you don't feel like you're a woman in a man's body. You know how you got your baloney pony, like when you urinate, you just hold your snake and you pee. Underneath there's these two jewels called balls. Underneath there's an area of your anatomy. I don't know the name of it, but you know, right before you slide back, there's your anus there. That little area, he took the shank and he shoved it up in there, and then he twisted in the circular motion, and then cut dude's balls and baloney pony off. And then next thing you know, dude, he was in an altered reality. So if you like these type of descriptive stories, that yes, it is butt grape involved and butt sex and man love. But this is the reality, baby. This is why youngsters should stay out of trouble. This is what I tell youngsters all the time, dude. If you are born into an impoverished area, whether it's a trailer park, barrio, hood, whatever, bad situation, third world country, and you're in the life of crime, dude, all I'm trying to say, dude, just to practice the pay forward, dude. Take 10% of your money and start stacking it away, like this book called The Richest Man in Babylon. Over a period of a couple of years, you got enough money, man, to launch yourself out of that bad situation. Don't just keep perpetuating your situation. Because what happens, dude, once you go to the maximum security prison, it is what it is. And if you ain't built for that business, baby, you're going to be the business. So if you like this type of realness and rawness, man, and just enlightening you guys, because I don't want you to waste your youth, dude. Youth is so precious, it's so fleeting. If you like this type of rawness, thumbs up the video and just leave a comment for the algorithm, because I'm trying to get my channel up to 100,000 subscribers, dude, by this time next year. Because I really, really, really want to reach a lot of people, dude, and get the message out there, because our youngsters nowadays are lost, dude, and somebody's got to do their part. I'm doing my part. And if you're new to the channel, I'm OG Silverback. Got sentenced to 26 years in maximum security prison with some of the most demonic, twisted criminals in the history of California. And I came out and I survived to tell you the horrors that you don't want to see. I'm like the dude that just came down and the bridge was exploded and the bridge was out, and I survived, and I came back and said, youngster, don't go down that way. Take this other path. So if you're new to the channel, man, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification all bell, because as you guys can see, I don't know what I'm going to post. And most importantly, guys, share the video. So until next time, OG Silverback out.